Good day everyone, how are you today? I'm your English teacher, Mr. Yabano, and today I couldn't just resist to this beautiful scenery that you are seeing behind me. The cherry blossoms are so wonderful, the cherry trees are blooming behind me. So as you remember, last lesson I promised to make a lesson about active and passive sentence, but I just changed my mind. Today I decided to make a video about gardening, about garden tools, about garden actions. Salam. Men şairli yaban fi misl molme şu gören acayip peyzajınız arkamızda ülce ağaçlarının güllep duruşu meni şu gün bir bağ işleri var da bir video tayarlamağı men bir hil hüvüsündürde. Şoň üçin bugünkü videomuzda size käbir bağ işleri var da ya da bağda ulanılan enjamlar var da käbir sözleri öğretmegi maksat edindim. Onu Kamillige TARAP adlı gepleşimiz bu sanyny biz size bağ işleri, bağçılık işleri, bağbançılık uğruna değişli käbir sözleri size bu dersimizde öğretmege çalışmakçı. So if you are ready, let's start the video. Onu tayar olsanız videomuzda başlar. Okay. Usually in the garden, people who live in the country, they usually have a garden in their house. Köpünç o yerinde yaşayan adamların öylürüne holusolya, and we call it usually a garden, or sometimes it's called a backyard. Kävat garden, kävadan backyard. Deniyor söller olabilir. So you see a lot of cherry trees behind me. This is what? Köp ülce ağaçlarını görüyorsunuz, cherry trees, and the cherry trees are blooming. Blurs what? Gülleptur. And you can see cherry blossoms. Ağacın güllerine biz ne deyip biliriz? Cherry blossom. Ülce ağacın güllerine cherry blossom. Eğer de apple blossom deyip biliriz. Great. So you can see trees, and of course also you can see some grass. Şöyle de käbir otları görüp biliriz. Okay, demek holuda esas görýän zatlarymyz tree, ağaçlar, grass, ot, and of course there are some flowers. Şöyle de käbir güller görýäs, but they are not they haven't bloomed yet. Ama henüz güller açılmadı, because it's only March now. Henüz Barrow Mart ay. They just bloom mostly in the beginning of April, April ayının başlarına, or in the middle of April, April'in ortalarına. They just bloom the flowers. I have beautiful roses here, but they haven't bloomed yet. Good. Now, the first word that we use in the garden is köpünç holymyzy edýän işlemiz ilk bilen bahar ayında, mostly in spring. Spring months we plant vegetables, and other fruit trees. Demek onu bir zady ekmegi biziň nisilne plant dep adlandyrýar. To plant potatoes, to plant tomatoes. Okay, you can plant different vegetables. We plant different vegetables in our garden. Great. So the next word, sometimes after they grow, the vegetables grow after they have planted. Eklenen soň olur göwürýär, grow, bir zatyn göwür çykmagy. They grow, and then sometimes we need to pull the weed. Okay, pull the weed. Pull the weed means içinin hapa-haşal otlaryny çekip ayırmak ya da orup almak, or cut the weeds, or pull the weed. Hapa-haşal otlaryny aratsalamak. And after that, we feed the vegetables. Biz eken ağaçlarymyzy ya da eken göwönümlerimizi we feed. Okay, what does feed mean? Feed imitlendirmek. And how do we feed? We feed them with fertilizers. Biz olary dökün bilen imitlendirýäs. We feed vegetables and the trees with fertilizers. So fertilizer means dökün manysynda. Okay, fertilizer, dökün. Okay, and regularly we should water these vegetables, or we should water them. Biz olary suwaryaz. Demek water suwarmak degan ma'noda. And how do we water them? And sometimes we need garden hose. We need garden hose to water the plants or vegetables. Ekinleri ve crops. Ekinleri ve görünümleri sormak için kağıt. We need bize gerek olan garden hose. So garden hose hortum ya da şlanga dip bulunabiliyor. Garden hose. Great. Now, sometimes, we dig the garden. We dig the garden. What does dig means? Dig, owrenmek. We dig the garden, or we dig the ground. And how do we dig it? We need a shovel to dig it. So, this is shovel. Shovel, pil. We need a shovel to dig the ground. So we use a shovel to dig the ground. Okay, very good. Now, after that, we just harvest. We harvest them. Harvest. Harvest. Sometimes, okay, if you want to use it about the trees or fruit trees, we usually pick up. We pick up the fruit. Meyveleri yolup yığnayaz. Belki zatları, bakçı önümlerini yığnamızda we harvest buları yığnavalıyız. Harvest hem hasıl den manenleri hem hasılı yığnamak. We harvest the vegetables. Great. Okay, so there are many other tools that we use in gardening. Okay. For example, we sometimes use a rake. Okay, a rake. Rake means biz buna dırmık deyip adlandırıyoruz. Rake içerideki zatları, hovulun içindeki ya da bağın içindeki zatları, yaprakları misal için cemleyip toplayıp almak için we use a rake to collect the leaves. Okay, rake. We use a rake, or we rake the leaves. Raking öyle dırmamak manasına veriyor. Okay. Another word that we use in the garden, another tool that we use in the garden is garden fork. Garden fork. Fork means çarşak manasında. Yeah? We sometimes pick up the grass or hay with the garden fork. We pick up kaldırıyoruz. Okay, or we collect garden grass or hay. Hay olanı otun buğran görünüşü. Hay and grass, ot. Okay. And sometimes we use a wheelbarrow. Sometimes we use a wheelbarrow. What's wheelbarrow? Wheelbarrow heltek tip bulunuyor. Qaltaq deyilənlər amma biz öz şivəmizdə heltek tip bulunuyor. Qaltaq umman qovlerin içində ol buldatları əngəl əkitmək üçün ulanılan zadımızda wheelbarrow tip bulunuyor. Okay. That's a wheelbarrow. And what else? We sometimes need pruners. We sometimes need pruners to prune the trees or trim the trees. Biz kağıt ağaçları pudamak için pruner deyilən yerdə qayçılamız var. Garden pruners. So tree pruners ağaçları pudamak için ulanılan qayça ingilis dilində pruner deyilən. Çünki bu prune pudamak degan sözdən gəlib çıxan. Prune, okay. Prune. We prune the trees, or sometimes we trim the trees. Trim. Okay, great. And another garden tool that I want to teach you today is an axe. Okay. Axe, palta, okay. We use an axe to cut the trees. We use an axe to cut the trees. Actually, Atazan is here. Atazan, would you like to stay with me here? Okay. Atazan is next to me. Okay, he's my son. Atazan is my son, and he's how old are you?
I'm 8.
You're 8. Okay. Do you go to school?
Yes.
Yes. And can you speak English?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Okay, great. Thank you. Would you like to wave your hand? Okay, thank you. Great. So this way, we use axe to sometimes cut the tree branches. Cut the tree branches. Sometimes we use axe. And also we use sow. Sow. This looks like past form of say, but it is actually a noun. If in its noun form, it means we use sow to cut tree branches or trim the trees. Okay, and so these are some important words about gardening, and I'm just looking if I forgot anything. No, I just talked about most things today about garden. So today I'm in my garden. I have a cherry orchard, you see behind me, and I really love my cherry trees because they are so beautiful. They give a different scenery to my garden. So if you liked my video this time, please give thumbs up and share my video with your friends. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Okay, so goodbye, see you next time. So this is about gardening. This video was about gardening. Goodbye, see you next time.